Hi, today we're continuing on with factoring. This is section 8.4, factoring ax squared plus bx plus c. The difference today, here we have a coefficient in front of our x term. In the past, a was 1, and so it's just x squared. So take something out to write notes. Take your notes on. Pause the video at any time to go back and write your notes or review concepts. And complete the check it out problems after each of the examples on your worksheet. Our learning target today, I can factor quadratic trinomials of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. So again, this a in front, we're going to have to pick some more factors. And it's won't just be x times x. So today again, we're going to factor trinomials of the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a does not equal 0. So in this case, we multiply 3x times 2x, we end up with 6x squared. So our a is no longer 1. And we foiled these in our previous unit. We're doing that again. We're start here. We're going to go this direction today. So the constant term in the trinomials is a product of the constants and the binomials. So we have to think, we have these factors there to think about now. So here we want to factor 6x squared plus 11x plus 4 by guess and check. So we have to figure out, we need factors of 6 and then factors of 4, and what's that going to be? So here are the factors for 6. We have 1 and 6, or 2 and 3. Factors for 4, our choices are 1 and 4 and 2 and 2. So now given we have to think of, we need a 6x squared, wrote different combinations. 2x times 3x will give us 6x, 1x times 6x will give us our 6x squared. 3x times 2x again, and then 6x times 1x. You notice I just flip-flop 3x and 2x down here. Now I'm starting with the factors. I'm trying out 1 and 4. I put 1 and 4 in here, and then I put 1 down here as a factor, and then 4 over here. So let's see if any of these are going to give us our middle term of 11x. So here we're going to get, we multiplied 2x times 4x, we get 8x plus 3x. Oh, right off the bat. That will give us 11x. So this one happens to be 2x plus 1 times 3x plus 4. This one, we got lucky here. This one is our factored form. But let's continue on ahead. We've not been lucky. Here we'd end up with 4x plus 10x. That does not equal 11x. Here we're going to get 12x plus 2x, which does not equal 11x. In this case, we're going to get 24x plus x, which is 25x. So that, again, does not equal 11x. So again, we lucked out. This is factored form, guess and check, right here. Nice. Here is yours. Again, list the factors, and then guess and check, plug them in, and see what's going to work. So to factor ax squared plus bx plus c, check the factors of a, determine coefficient from the x, and the factors of c, the constant there, and the binomials. The sum of the products of the outer and inner terms should give you your middle term, give your coefficient for b. And that's all we checked in this last one. I was just checking, doing 2x times 4 and 1 times 3x. So check the outer terms and the inner to see if it's going to give you your correct b term. And that's what this slide here is telling us to do. So here, if it helps you set up a table, another way of doing this is when c is positive and b could be either positive or negative, like in our last section. But we have to look at our coefficient here in front of the x term now is something other than 1. So we listed out the factors of 2, and they're all 2 and 1, and only factors of 2. Factors of 21, 1 and 21, or 3 and 7. So I kept my factors of 2 going down, 2 and 1, and then the factors of 21, 1 and 21, or 21 and 1, 3 and 7, or 7 and 3, because then I took 2 times 1 and plus 1 times 21, got 23, so the first one doesn't work. Then 2 times 21 plus 1 times 1 is 43. That doesn't work. 2 times 3 plus 1 times 7 is 13. Doesn't work. Our last one, 2 times 7 and 1 times 3 gives us 17. So that tells us this is going to factor into 2x and x. And it has to be multiplied by 7. So we're going to end up with 2x plus 3 and x plus 7, because the 2x has to be multiplied by 7. Get 14x and get 3x, as we did here, 2 times 7 and 1 times 3. And there we go. Now let's look at our second example. So again, we're listing the factors of 3, which is just 1 and 3. Oh, I want to make a correction up here. I had 2 and 1 here. It should actually be 1 and 2, because we're doing 1 times 21 and then 2 times 1. So mixed up those factors. I'm sorry. So down below, we're doing the outer terms, 1 times negative 16, and then 3 times negative 1 is negative 19. We're looking for a negative 16. And we work through, we end up down here, these factors work. So it's going to tell us we need negative 4 and negative 4, and 1 and 3x. And so we end up with x minus 4 times 3x minus 4 is our factored form. And again, FOIL it, or distributive property, and check your answer. You have 3 check it outs to do. Find the factors, and good luck. Now, when c is negative, meaning one term has to be positive and one will be negative. When we're done factoring, we have a positive sign here and a negative. And same thing here. One has to be positive, one has to be negative. We just have to figure out what it is. Guess and check. And again, unfortunately, there's no quick way to do this. It's all looking for the factors of 3 and factors of negative 4, which is your C term, and then making sure inner and outers work. Going through all these, we're looking for a positive 11. And that this one here works out to be. So now we have to plug that in. So it would be n. Oops, let's go a different color there. N and 3n. And then here is going to be, we need a negative 1. So it has to be a negative 1 here and a positive 4 there. It'll give us a positive 11n when all is said and done. So n plus 4 times 3n minus 1. And this is in factored form. Now let's go ahead and look at b. We need to get factors negative 18 and a positive. So we can stop when we find the factors that work. If not, we have to keep going. So here we get to where we end up with 9 for our middle term. That's what we're looking for. So we know our factors are going to be 1 and 2 in the first, and then 6 and negative 3. So it's going to be x and 2x. And then it's going to be a negative 3 and a positive 6. That'll give us our 12x minus 3x and positive 9x there. Here are your check it outs to do. Good luck. Oh, there's your check it outs. And now when a is negative, we need to, so here, we got a negative here. Notice, when you factor out negative 1 in an early step, you must carry it through the rest of the steps. So with this one, we need to make sure we carry the 1 down. We're going to end up with 2 binomials. Finding the factors of 2, 2 is prime, so it's just 1 and 2. 3 is also prime, so it's going to be either 1 and 3 or 3 and 1. The first one we hit right off the bat. 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 1 is 2, so we get 5. So we could stop. We just went a little further just to show you what it would be. So that means we're going to end up with an x here, and a 2x here, and x plus 1, and 2x plus 3 will give us our factored form. It's going to be a 2x and a 3x. It gives our 5x here. And again, notice that this got carried down. We factored it out, and we have to bring it down. Here are your 2 check it outs to do. Good luck. So to summarize, we're undoing the multiplication we did in the earlier thing, and check your work. This is all guess and check. Find the factors and see what works. That's what you're doing. Good luck. Bring any questions to class.